Oh, God, how boring.
Because the convents kept turning him down.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I think it's interesting.
Okay, seriously. Why, I became a priest. Well, see, I was not a very happy kid. Family life was fine, but I never really felt like I belonged to the rest of the world. I grew up in a very working-class neighborhood where bowling was the big cultural event of which to partake. But from as early as I can remember, I loved the arts. I would go to the Whitney or the Metropolitan every day after school, and I would look at the paintings, and I would wonder what sorts of people they were that created them. I would spend hours in the music section of the library teaching myself about musical theater. I especially loved Jerry Herman. I listened to Johnny, Mame, and Dear World until I knew every word to every song. It was like, I found something there I never found anywhere else. It was like I knew who I was when I was looking at art or listening to music. Unfortunately, my love for the arts and the fervor with which I pursued my hunger for them was not easily understood by my contemporaries. I was an outsider at school, made fun of. And the more I tried to blend into the woodwork, or tried to, hoping that nobody would notice me, the more they came after me. Also, I guess I was pretty obviously gay even. I could deal with being lonely, but I was terrified of being tormented. Well, there was this boy in my school, Joe Ivanovich, who suddenly became aware of me in my junior year and proceeded to make my life miserable. I couldn't go anywhere, do anything without Joe there to taunt me or make fun of me in front of the other kids. I used to go home every day and cry and ask God why he made me so different. Why couldn't I be more like Joe Ivanovich so everyone would like me or at least leave me alone? And then I'd ask God why he wasn't listening to me. Anyway, I spent every day terrified of this boy who seemed to hate me for no reason I could understand. It was the first time in my life that I was faced with irrational hate. Why? I'd never done anything to Joe Ivanovich. I'd never done anything to him. I'd never hurt him. Why should he hate me so? Anyway, I made it through high school, barely. But I spent every day scared and believing that somehow I brought all this on myself. So, not 4 months after graduation, Joe Ivanovich was killed in a car accident. He was a pretty wild kid, so no one was very surprised. But I was so happy! I was actually overjoyed that this miserable creature was dead! But then I caught myself. I thought, you are celebrating the end of someone's life, a young person's life. So it was after that I decided to do 2 things with my own life. First, I wanted to teach arts and arts appreciation. But more than that, I wanted to be there for any young person like me who needed someone to make them know that they are okay just as they are. I'd always been very religious, so I couldn't think of any better way than to bring both God and a sense of self-esteem and self-respect to any young person in need. Being a priest seemed to be the best way to keep those promises to myself. I don't mean to make this sound all lofty and noble, because God knows I'm not. But that, in a rather tortuously large nutshell, is why I became a priest.